be a great start.
Or we might not.
Hello. And like you see up there, may the 4th be with you. As always, we joined with
Always.
Steve Corbs above, Captain Gingerbread over there, Dan Face, who's our rip-off C3PO over there, and Ben Kernobi is down at the bottom right. We're here for the next episode of Vaybaba's D&D, which Mike has wrote and runs for us. And if you're expecting anything more than this, that's all you're getting, because there's no fancy graphics, no gameplay. This is it. It's like a collaborative storytelling. And with that, we'll go straight back to the man up there, and he'll give us our normal little mini recap, and we'll get into it.
I like how you said it's something that I wrote, as if I don't just make it up as I go along.
Well, you write it, and then we don't listen, and then you have to make it up as we go along.
Pretty much. Cool. Anyway, hello. May the 4th be with you, everybody. It's Star Wars Day. How exciting. Stop it. Let's jump into the recap, because we're going to go straight into initiative after the recap.
Oh yeah.
The guys last session made their way out of the sewers beneath Waterhold into Glory's Hole, Harriet Weaver's den. No, that's bad, is it? We can't say stuff like that. Oh, today, can we?
Yeah, you can say that, if you wish.
Okay, cool. Yes, so they went to Glory's Hole. Harriet Glory Weaver. A few questions I think were asked and answered regarding the group known as the Shadows, but I don't think much else was sort of talked about. She went off to secure their freedom from not imprisonment, but from being sort of chaperoned around the town by the Navy. And so they eventually made their way after completing their business. They went off to the meeting with King Razanov. It was a 5-day trip via a private airship, which was in the form of a yacht. There was no armaments on board. They made that journey pretty uneventfully, and they arrived at the King's Lake, where they were confronted by a band of renegades who had also been assigned to bring them to King Razanov, and they wanted the money, so they just hung around waiting for you guys to turn up. Pretty much what we got to. It was just a big RP session of answering questions and getting answers. No, answering questions and getting answers? Asking questions and getting answers. It's probably more like it. But yes, they were confronted by a band of renegades who wanted to take them for themselves. And that's where we started off, or left off, and that's where we're going to start off today with an initiative roll. Please, gentlemen.
You're not talking to me, are you?
Why, are you not a gentleman?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Far from it. We're on a mighty 4.
You're on a 4.
A mighty 4 to start with.
What's your dex mod?
Oh, that's with the dex mod.
Oh, right, okay. Then I shall see. Oh, God. I'll re-roll their initiative because I'm not going to have anyone go on the same initiative. 15, okay, cool. So I've got a mighty 4 from Logan. How about Mugnef?
17.
17. Volta?
11.
HK?
That would be a 10.
And Harriet Glory Hole Weaver. That's number 3. Sweet. Okay, so you just to refresh you, you're on the road just to the, on the eastern bank of the lake, the King's Lake. There, it's wooded, and there was a band of 3 armored individuals. They looked a bit like cavaliers. They had the metal helmet, but like a bit pointy breastplate, and then sort of big puffy shirts and trousers, that sort of thing. One of them had a rapier, the rest had great swords.
Feather
Yes,
dusters,
great
I
swords.
think, wasn't it? Oh.
And then there was a mage with a feather duster. And so they were all ready to face off against you. They wanted to take you captive. As I said, they were going to they threatened to tie you up and all that sort of stuff. First to act in this combat is Mugnef.
Wow, that's... I'm going to end up doing a... I want to actually have a go at my crossbow again, see if I have any luck with that.
Yep. They're all pretty close by. They're not too far away from you.
Well, in that case, I'm thinking about it. I will use my fire bolt. So that might be a bit more effective at short. Or definitely is a lot more effective at short range. Let me just. Actually, let's see if I hit first.
Good idea.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought so. 7.
7 against either the armoured chaps or the mage, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Has no effect. They're able to get out of the way of that. So they sort of see it coming, when they sort of dodge quite neatly to the sides.
Oh, damn.
After that, it is the 3. I've done them as 1 initiative roll. Make life easier. The 3 armoured chaps. They go next, and they're going to sort of manoeuvre themselves, almost not surround you, but try and make sure you can't escape off either side of the road. So you've got 1 in front of you, 2 off to the left and right. And let's go with the guy in front first. He's going to have a go at. I'm guessing you guys are just sort of bunched up together on the road here. I don't think we ever really established where you guys were.
We were on the road and they were literally just in front of us by a few feet talking to us.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so they're
Off
going
a little bit as usual.
Yeah, well, they're going to move to surround you, and they're going to go for the first one to attack. So they're going to go for Bugbear. The first one with the rapier, he goes and gets a 14 to hit.
Well, yes, just.
Yeah, no problem at all. So let's do his damage and then move on to the other 2. A 7 points of damage, please, sir.
Oh, what?
Hitting. And then the other 2, the first one's going to have a go at Volta with a 19 plus 5 to hit on that one with his great sword.
Yeah, it might be a hit, Bumpsy.
And then that is. Oh, that's the wrong dice. What damage is he on? He's on 2d6. 2d6. He goes 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of damage from his great sword.
What kind of damage is this?
That is slashing damage.
Good. I thought I would check because it is one of those things. Damn right, it needs to be the other kind. So it's 8 and oh yes, hellish rebuke.
Oh, cool. Okay, remind me what that does.
Right, let me get the spell up. Sorry, I'm just doing my hit points at the mo.
That's cool.
We just take those off. And then I will tell you all about the joys of hellish rebuke. So, then hit, I simply point my finger at the bloke who was stupid, and when he gets this, if you point your finger and the creature that damages you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
And that is that's a nat 20. That's a straight up nat 20.
So fine, he takes half damage. So he takes 2d10 fire damage, but it's only half, so we'll half it in a moment. Let me just do this, and except it's not 2d10 because obviously the Warlock has evolved a little, so it's actually 6d10. So let us roll that, and then you can half it. I was very, very miffed. So half of 34 is 17.
17, yeah, we'll take that. Please will take that, that's fine. 17 off of there, that's 4. Sweet. And then he's going to make his second attack against you, which probably doesn't hit you because that's a 4, so that's fine. And then the final armoured chap, he's going to have a go at Logan.
Oh, fantastic.
For a change. First attack is a 19 plus 5 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Definitely hit.
Definitely
and then that is 1, 2, it's 5 points of damage. Slashing.
Oof.
And then second attack is 11 plus 5, so 16.
Fuck! I thought that was all the attacks.
No, he does. They make 2 attacks.
God fucking damn you. Yeah.
But the first guy, because I gave him a rapier, he doesn't make 2 attacks. So that one is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage on the second attack. So these guys are all just chung 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 chung.
They're taking no prisoners, man.
They are taking. Well, they want to take you prisoner. They just want to try and hurt you first. Okay, so after them, I get to have another go. It's the mage. He's sort of looking around and he sort of shouts to the armored guys, concentrate on any spellcasters. We must take out the spellcasters. And with that in mind, having seen that Mugnef is a spellcaster, he is going to firebolt you, I think, because that's nice and easy to do. Make a range spell.
Yeah, it's very difficult. He doesn't want to do it.
He conjures up flames in his hand and fires a firebolt. Only a 3 to hit, so it probably goes way wide and misses.
Yeah.
Probably
He's
sets
a bit of
squirrel
skilled
on
as
fire.
me.
Yeah, he probably is. So he's got him there. Caught a squirrel on fire somewhere in a tree. Afterwards, the mage, we are at Volta.
Good, yeah. So I will obviously launch the old Eldritch Blast at him. At the mage, I think I have a target, because as I said, take out the spellcasters.
Yeah, totally.
So, that's okay, yeah? So I will roll with, oh dear, the first Eldritch Blast will miss, because that's an 11. But fortunately I get 2 goals. Oh my Christ. The second Eldritch Blast is a 10.
So,
I do get +9 to my roll, so yeah, that was a 1. The +9 was 10.
So the magic sort of fizzles out in your hands, but he's kind of looking at you and you identify we have a spellcaster, so you're probably going to start becoming a target soon. If that's all you want to do, Volta, then it would be HK.
Okay. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Flick to the red eyes as I rage. And I'm just going to charge straight at the spellcaster and try and pummel him with my warhammer.
If you're going to charge, do you get many attacks of opportunity against you as you're charging past? Yeah. Cool. Let's have a go. So the guy charging past will probably miss with a 5 plus, what was it, 5? Yeah, 10? Yeah, that's it. So he just swings as you go past and misses. Probably just pulls the muscles, he does say.
Is he the only one?
Yeah, the other 2, I'd say they were out of your threat range. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they flanked.
Cool. And then I will, do both attacks on the mage. Oh, poor mage. 26 to hit.
Yeah, his AC is only 12.
I've got to dig my dice out now.
It wasn't meant to be like a tough combat, it's just a bit of a fun combat.
And
Well,
we're
you
still
know you
gonna
do
annihilate
it.
them.
Now you tell me.
Okay. Oh, rolled minimum damage. That's my strength. 5.
So you smack into him and he's like, ow! That really hurt!
And then I try again. 21 to hit.
Yep.
That's a little bit better. 9 points of bludgeoning.
9 points. Damn, what? Why? Leave me in. Why? Jesus Christ!
Pick up my friends.
If there's nothing else you want to do, it will be Logan.
Fuck yeah! He's going to take his giant greatsword and swing at the mage.
So you're going to have to bust past the guy in front as well. In fact, I think there'll be 2 to bust past because you're probably in range of one of the flanked ones as well, I just thought.
Let's do it.
Yep, so 2 opportunities. 5 plus 5 is 10 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. And
Push it
then
aside like it's nothing.
16 to hit.
Makes it, breaks it. Yep. It'll be a hit.
Yep,
Yeah.
it'll be a hit. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage from that one. So the first blow comes in as you try to run past,
Oh,
deflect it. The second one just catches you before you can swing your sword back. 11 points of damage from that one. But you make your way up to the mage.
I swing my great sword for first attack with 19 to hit first time.
Oh yeah.
19 and then 2d6 plus 5. So 6 damage on the first one.
Yep.
And then we have a secondary attack is a 14 to hit.
Yep.
Does that hit?
Yeah, he sees only 12.
Fuck yeah. So then the damage of that one is 10.
Ow! Jesus Christ!
If he's still standing, he'll get his feature secondary, like extra attack.
Yeah, he's standing, but he's sort of like, ow! Sort of really
So
quite badly.
16 to hit. So that's good.
Yeah.
Which does. So he swings, does his damage again, comes up for a follow-up like an overhead slash, and does 12 more damage on his third hit.
Logan, how would you like to finish him?
Like full on, like 2 side swipes, left and right, and then a final like a big screamy cleave down the middle jobby.
Nice. So he's dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just give me a chance to have a revenge.
He'll just roar as he gets like showered in blood.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, Harriet is going to have her go, and let always bring up her character sheet, don't I? Keep forgetting it's on D&D Beyond. Where are you, Harriet? Harriet. In fact, maybe she'll use a spell. I don't know. I haven't really thought this far ahead. I keep forgetting that when I've got NPCs that I'm controlling that I actually have to do stuff sometimes. No, that's no problem. I don't want to do that. Okay. She's going to draw out her short sword and attack one of the... In fact, she's going to attack the guy with the rapier. So she's going to go in with a... Oh, that hits. 15 plus 7. That definitely connects. And she does 1d6 plus 5. 10 points of damage to him. So she manages to deflect past his armour and cuts into his flesh. And he looks at her horrified. This small little creature has inflicted such devastating blow upon him. And that was that. Well, I suppose I can do. She'll probably put. I should probably know this at the start. She'll put Hunter's Mark on the guy with the rapier for you guys.
Awesome.
Should probably should have done that the first time around, but I didn't really think about it. So, cool. That is Harriet's go. We are back around to the armoured chaps. They're looking not particularly bothered about the loss of their mage, but they know that was their greatest asset. So the front guy is going to have a go at Harriet. There. Yeah, so he cleaves into Harriet, unfortunately, dealing 6. Oh no, he's only got the rapier, isn't he? So I'm completely wrong on that front. He does 6 points of damage to Harriet. So she's okay. That's down to there. How do I take off that? There we are. Cool. I like D&D Beyond. It's fun. Okay, there we go. That's the first one. The second one is going to turn to have a shot at Logan.
God damn you.
And that's 10 plus 5 hits to 15.
Miss.
And then the third one is probably going to have a go at Volta because he's still on the flank. And that's a natural 1, so that's obviously going to do nothing. And with that, we are over to not the mage. In fact, do you know what? I've completely missed out Muckneff's go. Muckneff, you can have a go with an extra attack because I missed you.
Oh, very kind of you.
So you get. I'm going to give you an extra go just because I've cocked that one up.
How many people are within a 10-foot radius of
So you're on a little road, and basically HK and free of this sort of like little pincer movement and have gone beyond where the guys are. You and Volta are surrounded on the front and sides. There's 3 chaps basically.
Has the guy with the rapier got any of our group in within a 10-foot radius?
Yeah, he's got Harriet right in front of him, and he can turn around, attack one of the other 2 as well. It's all pretty close close quarters.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm gonna just have another go at my firebolt at the guy with the rapier. Oh, for crying out loud, Ben. That's even worse. 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to do it. I'm afraid. He's just like, what are you doing? Seriously. But you get your extra go. I'll give you.
And my second one's 11, so I'm improving.
You're improving. Unfortunately, again, AC 18 on these guys. You can't quite break their armor.
I'm depressed during combat. I really am.
You hit them, they kind of go thunk, and it bounces off.
Can somebody give me some lessons, please? I really need aiming lessons.
You're not a stormtrooper by any chance,
notoriously bad at aiming. Oh, how I love it. Appropriation.
Yes.
I love it.
So that's both of your goes. Where were we? So it would next have been Volta. Volta. It's your go.
So who's the nearest one to me? Is it the block? Is it one of the blocks with the broadsword?
You could just take a sort of guess which one of you want, really. All three of them are sort of like just surrounding you and Mugbear at the moment.
So the one that hit me is still up and running. So
Yeah, he's right next to you, yeah.
I'm going to aim at him because, it's fine, a little bit of revenge. And I'm going to blow him a little kiss and send him a poison spray.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. And he can make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is 8.
And he fails that, unfortunately, because the DC is 17.
Also.
Oh, he will take a mighty 8 points of poison damage.
Oh my goodness. As you do that, he's a little bit horrified, I think. Possibly flattered as well.
You never know.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Just, look at him coquettishly. Say, moi.
HK, so to you. The mage is dead in front of you, so you can spin back around. You've got the guy with the rapier right behind you, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for him. Might as well. I'll do like a fancy twirl and just kind of backhand this guy with one hand with the warhammer. 15 to hit.
It does not hit, I'm afraid. His armor's a bit too tough.
Too cocky. Okay, I'll try again. Oh, that's less. Damn it!
So, yeah, unfortunately, nothing happened. Swinging your great big hammer around and it's done nothing for you. Cool. Okay. If there's nothing else you want to do, it will then go over to Logan.
Boom. Let's go. So he's going to turn to the one that was on his left, the one that gave the sort of strike as he pushed past him.
Yeah.
And he's going to swing at him with a hand axe.
Cool.
18.
Oh, just hits. Just hits.
Oh, really?
So this will be the guy with the rapier.
So
Who's gonna hit you.
yes, the rapier dude. He would do 11 points of damage.
Oh, that hurts.
And then his follow-up would be 24. Oh, and nat 20.
Hey,
24,
damage.
but nat 20.
Nat 20, so max damage and then roll your
1d6
damage.
plus 5. So you've got
11.
11 damage and a 10 damage on top, so 21.
21. Sweet. As you slash into him, you probably start breaking his armor. Blood starts pouring out from his ribs, and he sort of staggers back as he's holding himself. Good. That's a decent amount of damage. Harriet's on the other side of him. She's going to go in with her rapier. Unfortunately, she just goes cha. But no, she misses too. It's not a rapier, sorry. Short sword is what she had, but she misses, unfortunately. So that brings us back around to these armoured chaps, and we've got the first one, who is
Hey, can I before them?
No, you're after them. You're one after them. Oh no, yeah. So you. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I was looking at. No, you are right. No, sorry, Ben.
Because you made that mistake last time, didn't you?
Yes. I'm looking at the wrong number. That's why. Yes. I wrote down their AC because I had it in front of me, and I was looking at that rather than the actual initiative score. So yes, please do carry on, Mugneff.
I'm only going to miss, so I want this in style.
Missing style.
As the I'm the guy. Guy was the rapier. Oh fuck! Excuse me. 2. So not quite a 1.
You did say you had missing style.
Yeah.
Are you
That was
adding
with
in
my-
your plus to attack, Ben?
If I, let me just double check. Probably not much to attack. To be honest. Not that nothing's going to make any much difference.
No, but you know, just to check for future rolls.
Yeah.
You might have some that are a bit closer.
Well, Guy the Rapier is going to turn to Mugneff and look at you and says, "And now, young Mugneff, you will die." And you'll get the reference dropped in there. Right. 8 plus 5, Ben.
You should have said it with the
13.
voice.
Well, I can't. I
Go
was
on, do it with the
trying.
voice. Try the voice.
And now, young Skywalker, you will die. I don't know.
That'll
I'm
do.
not
We'll
very-
have that.
I'm not very good at that, but anyway, there you go. What did I say? 13 to hit you.
That's spot on my AC.
Spot on your AC. That's going to do it then. That is going to do it. 1d8 of damage coming away. 2 points of damage. That's it.
That actually makes me feel better.
So, why should you
that it?
die?
Is that
Why?
it? Come on!
Well, you get what you wish for. The second guy, he's this is 2 attacks with his greatsword. This is 19 to hit you this time.
Yeah, definitely.
That's going to hit. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage on the first one. And then 6 plus 5 is 11. So that's not going to hit you, is it?
No.
So there you go. So you got your 7 points of damage.
Look, I wasn't serious. Come on.
And then the third guy, he is going to have a go at. Who was it who was attacking as well? Logan did some pretty serious damage.
Fuck
didn't he?
you.
Nat 20 for that one. So first hit is a natty 20.
I would like to tell you at this point, I'm on 2 hit points.
Well, let's do it. 12, 13, 15 damage straight up off the cuff.
Wow.
And then 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 on top.
Oof. Well, as he's cleaved this one mage up 3 shots and covered himself in blood, and then he swung 2 hand axes, so the guy is literally head to toe a red visage. And after this, the last guy takes a hit at him. Logan just drops in a pile of mixture of his own blood and everyone else's. Yeah,
Is he dead or is he unconscious?
I'm just counting that now. So how much was the full damage from the Nat 20 attack altogether?
12, 15.
Is that his max damage and his rolled?
That's max damage and then is rolled.
And how much was the second attack?
Oh Jesus! Was anybody in chat listening to what I said?
I was,
Amount of
but I was
damage.
doing maths at the time.
I think it was 12.
12. So he.
No, he's just down, but he's had a fail because of the
27.
second hit.
I think it was 12, but I am having to remember back now. And
He's got
Yeah, I
one
can't remember
failure
what I
because of
said.
the second hit while he was
Yeah,
already
you got
down.
one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got one for
So yeah,
that
he's not fully dead yet.
Seeing him go down, however, Harriet gasped. She's like, or you could see that stun has affected her somehow. She's not too happy about seeing that. And with that, we will go over to Volta.
strike him down in anger, and he'll always be with you, just like your father. And with that, he got struck down in anger. I will hit the bloke, or I will attempt to hit the bloke who's just struck Logan down with a pair of Eldritch Blasts to the face. The first one is a 21,
To hits, yeah.
and that will do. Oh joy! 6 points of Eldritch goodness.
6 points.
And the second one to hit is a 19.
Yeah, hits. Same guy, yeah?
And that one, guy with the left hand this time. Oh my god, what am I rolling? A 7 points of Eldritch goes
And 7
on
on
the
that.
second blow.
Cool. So,
Invisible fists of 4.
yeah. That's good. Went there, and he's, again, taking the blows in his flanks, and he staggers back a little bit.
Blows.
He looks wounded. If there's nothing else, HK.
I'm going to hit something this time.
Lies.
How many are left, sorry, of them?
You got still got the 3 guys. One of them's heavily wounded, one's sort of wounded, and the other one's a bit battered.
I'll take the a bit battered guy, if I can.
Okay, cool.
Can I try restrain him?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for a opposed strength. Ooh, okay, good.
Oh, fucking that one!
That was a 21, basically.
The fourth is not with you.
He's just sort of like, what are you doing to me? Get off! God!
You
Just wanted a hug.
lightly caress his arm.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can't. I only get second attack if I attack with the first attack.
Logan, we need a death save, please.
I don't want to. I refuse.
We can't refuse.
Please. What if I'm...
No. Just do it.
Roll it, roll
Do
it,
it.
roll it.
Oh, okay, so...
Do it.
Oh, we've got 1 success, 1 fail.
Hooray!
So we're
Well,
not, it's not the end yet. I'm fighting. And just blood like bubbling from his mouth as he's breathing unconscious.
Harriet's going to push past the guy that is in the way, the rapier guy, to get to you, which is going to obviously invoke a thingy attack, which is going to be successful. He is going to hit her for a further point, set of 8 points of damage. Let me just deduct that from there. And she is going to, at first level, kneel down next to you and touch you for a cure wounds. So you can take 1d8 plus 2.
Are you rolling that?
I can roll that for you if you like. That would be 7, 8, 9 points back to you, and you are
Yes.
back up.
Okay, so...
And she says, I couldn't lose you. What is going on here? Go away. What are you doing?
He wipes like the blood out of his eyes and the mud and shit. And he's like, "Thank you." He's lying on the floor, just catching his breath.
There's no time now. She reaches out to pull you up.
Oh, am I not being prone?
No, she's going to actually try and help you back to your feet.
Oh, awesome.
And use up her turn in doing so. So it'll be an action.
Many thanks. And he just spits like the blood out of his mouth and drags his sword back up out the mud. And he looks at them all just like, obviously dripping with all this blood and shit and mess and stuff. And he's like, "Come on!"
Cool. Well, let's see what happens now. We're back over to the army. And the one who's really badly wounded with the rapier, he's in fact going to. You can make. So he's going to be next to Harriet, Logan, and HK. You can all get opportunity attacks on him. He's just going to shout to the other two, "Just run! Just get out of here!" And he's running. So if you three would like to try and make attacks, it's AC 18, and anyone that hits over a 10 will bring him down.
Oh,
I
got 11.
Not on him, so I'm mega.
Okay, Harriet can have a go. She also doesn't hit him. He's fleeing. He runs. I'm going to say he runs at half speed because he's quite badly wounded. 15 feet away down the road and south. The other two, they're going to stand and fight for a moment. I think the first one's going to have a go at HK. 14 plus 5, 19 to hit.
Yeah.
5. 10.
That did surely hit.
13 points of damage.
Halved. What type was it?
That is slashing.
Yeah, I think that's halved. We tank it.
13 will do it at 6 then. And then second one is a 19 plus 5, so that's definitely going to hit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Half again would be what? 6? 5. 5, say 5 because I went below on the last one. And the last guy is going to try and get to Volta to hit him. 16 plus 5, 9, 21 to hit.
Hits a little bit.
Just a little bit. He's going to swing at you with his great sword. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points in the first one. And then 6 plus 5, does that hit you?
6 plus 5 does not hit me, no.
Okay, so you took damage from the first one. And then, do you know what? I've done it again. Mugnef, I missed you again. Looking at the wrong number.
You just gotta wave your arms, Ben. You gotta go.
I did. I was
Go.
going like this. I was pointing at me.
I'm looking at the paper in front of me, not at you. That's cool. Go for it. Have another attack. Have another attack on me.
I'm actually going to go and help Logan try to get more power and do a secure wounds at level 3 on him.
Okay.
So, 3, 8, 15. That'd be 35.
Damn.
That'd be 35.
He's just
Something I can do.
fully back on his feet, full of energy. Looks like he's never been touched before. He's like, yes! And he gives a pat on Mugnus' shoulder and a nod.
And I return the nod.
Do you know what though? No, you wouldn't have done because. Oh dear. No, that's fine. It's okay. Don't worry. Are you going to use the other action I've given you, or are you going to?
If it's, although the guys, they're still attacking, aren't they? They're not running. Yeah, oh yeah, sod it. Why not? Whatever the nearest one to me is, I'll take a shot at fireboat. Not for crying out loud. That's going to be a miss.
What was it?
6.
Yeah, Volta.
Yeah, but I don't like people who run away from combat, so I'm going to aim at the bloke that's running away, and I'm going to give him some eldritch blast, chasing him down the road. So the first roll is a 16.
Yeah, you go and it just flies wide.
Just misses, yeah. But the second roll is a 19.
That does hit.
So I will give him a little bump along the road with 10 points of Eldritch Goodness up the Jacksie.
And with that, you see him lifted off his feet and flung forward as he falls to the floor dead. He is dead. With an explosion up the bottom.
Excellent.
I'm quite interested in Gilded Branch here. DM's fortune went external.
You are forbidden.
Ah, but now I can see you talking shit now. I can see you talking shit, Sam.
You're forbidden. No, I said something to Dan about a different stream that we're going to do later on in the week, and his response, I think he was supposed to be an internal yas, but he actually went I did like an external dance with a noise. No, it's kind of.
Oh, Dan! Sorry, I'm looking on the small screen up as a DM.
No,
Oh, right, okay.
you did get mentioned a minute ago though. Someone loves how you pronounce damage.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh,
I've learned a new skill. I can read.
you can read.
Yay, well done.
He's had the opposite of Sam.
Third grade reading level.
Had his haircut, and his
It's
powers have
that's the thing.
increased.
It's because I have a haircut now. I can manage more things.
His roles have improved, and he can multitask. I bet that's going on.
Anyway, let's get back to it. So that was Volta. You just killed the leader.
Oh yes, get to do some stuff with that. I get some hit points back. So, yay!
Lovely.
I've just got to figure out how many.
HK, do you want to try and hug someone again? Or...
Yeah. I want to restrain him on these big questions.
No hesitation. Yeah, I want a hug. Fuck yeah.
A rage hug. Oh, that's better. That's better.
What was it?
That's 16.
This time he can't break free. So you rage hug him, and he's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Jesus!" Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I just bear hug him. Let the others deal with the remaining guy.
Okay.
Or is it just
cool. Logan, and then it'll be Harriet then. Logan, you got one being bear hug and one who's not being bear hugged, I suppose.
I'm gonna stick with my big sword that I've just pulled out of the ground and try and do a big old slice. So a modified 20.
Yep, I'll do it.
Modified 20 with 11 damage.
Cool.
And then 18 to hit
Yep, just hits.
with 15 damage. That's his two big, massive hulking swings with this massive sword that's as tall as he is.
And this guy's he's smashing into him, and his armor breaks. And massive gouges, like he's clutching at his stomach with guts like starting to spill out a bit, perhaps. So it's just you can see like tears are welling up in his eyes. He's oh god, Jesus Christ! He's drops his sword and he tries to run. Or he will do on his turn at least. He'll try to run on his turn. If there's nothing else from you, it will be Harriet.
Yep.
Who
And
is
then me.
going. What?
And then
I
Ben.
said, then me after that.
And then you, yes. We'll get to that in a minute.
If you remember.
Harriet's going to have a go at the guy that's sort of crying and hits him. And she's going to obviously finish him off really. Well, she might not finish him off, but she does. She just walks over to him and you sad, pathetic man, and just and takes his head off.
genital one?
No, well, yeah, no, she goes for his head, unfortunately, on this occasion, but we could have gone for his genitals.
Get done.
We will stay in initiative because you do have the one guy alive, which is being bear hugged by HK. So, Mugnef.
Don't miss this one. You get a bad roll here, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to leave him if he's busy hugging a HK, so I've got to just leave my lad go to that. After making a point of it's my go next.
Well, this guy is still alive, so I mean, let's see, you might want to take an action to try and tie him up while HK's hugging him, or maybe non-fatally just knock him out or something. I don't know.
To be honest, I would have. I'm going to just leave him to HK to deal with. He looks like he's happy.
Volta.
I don't really. No, I've got some rope. I guess I could have a little go at tying him up. Apologies if I put you in bondage too, HK. It's one of the things.
Well, since he is hugging him, let's have what would be like a knowledge of ropes, survival skills, or something like that, perhaps.
Come on, the survival, I suppose. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, give us a survival check. See if you can tie him up successfully. Yeah, we can do slow hand, I suppose.
Where's his hand going?
Appropriate.
That's
I'll
plus
do it.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
I'll do a survival. Survival's fine.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Why
it's
not?
appropriate.
Oh my bad, sorry. I rolled a 9.
Well, he's restrained. He's probably kicking and flailing, but I think HK significantly restrained him over my opposing roll, so I'll let you have it. You can tie him up with a 9. It's not too difficult.
Let's tie him up like a Christmas ham.
And once he's tied up, HK probably just lets him go and he'll flop to the floor.
Oh, we out of initiative then.
Yeah, I'll take our initiative now. He's not going to be a threat to you anymore. Or is he?
He explodes.
You know what it is,
Depends
don't
on-
you?
Depends on how close Logan stands to him, I guess.
Hey.
Well, so you know what it is, don't you? It's a trap!
Oh,
The bullywugs
Cool.
would have worked well for Jabba.
Well, bullywugs work quite well for Boss Nass, really, didn't they?
Yeah. Anyway, random thought there. Do we need to question this guy? Do we need to keep him alive for any reason? Or what are your thoughts, guys?
Harriet says, I don't see why we just kill him.
well, there's no reason to kill him. Not much threat now, is he?
Do
Well,
we
what's
want
the
to
point of
know
keeping
if
him
the
alive?
After
organisation
Logan
has sent
being
them
stabbed,
larger?
took down, he's just going to try and plunge his sword into him.
Okay.
You're going to plunge his... Well, he's not really much threat because he's lying on the floor. And
Just hang on, Logan. Why would you
He's
do
like got this
He-
massive sword above his head waiting.
Stop, just think a little.
he just looks over and he's gone. Just do it.
To
It's
die
nothing
in...
left for me now
If
anyway.
you'd have all listened to me and attacked when we should have
Do it.
attacked beforehand, none of this would have happened. I nearly fucking died.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't. Now look at you. You're all grizzled and covered in sweat and blood and some sort of mud. You
Well,
look
the thing
the
is,
best you've ever looked. It's very, very good look for a boy.
In that case, he turns the sword the other way and whacks him hard with like the pommel of the sword in the head to attempt to knock him out. How's that?
So it goes that questioning of the prisoner.
Okay, so yeah, I mean...
I didn't.
Well, give us the damage. Give us the damage roll. So that'll be probably
should I
like
do
a
it as an
bludgeoning.
unarmed or something?
Yeah, unarmed strike. They're bludgeoning. Yeah,
6, straight up 6.
straight up 6. He's not that badly wounded. Ow! What are you doing?
I'll just kick dirt into his face and walk off.
Oh no, actually not. I'm completely wrong. Non-lethal damage. No, you can do that. I think as long as it's significant, isn't it? You can do that.
Yeah, I'll just kick like some dirt and crap in his at his face and take a step back and have a little grump.
He's like, oh, fucking bastard. What do you want with me? Just fucking kill me or let me go or something.
oh, I didn't want you to attack in the first place.
I didn't. I was given the order. It wasn't me who said to attack you, was it?
But you still attacked us. And who were you ordered by?
What do you mean, the bloke in charge?
Which
Yeah,
one
right.
of these individuals is that one?
The one with the rapier. He was in charge, wasn't he? He was giving the orders.
Don't know. I thought he was just last in the queue for the big swords.
What do you want? Just what do you want from me?
Well, I didn't want anything personally, but I don't know about you guys.
Are there any more of you in this area?
No, it's just us. We're here to ambush whoever brought you in.
This guy's getting pretty arsey considering he attacked us.
Can I stab him now?
You know how it is when you're tied up and laid out on the floor and you haven't asked for it.
I was reading something at the same time.
Yeah, so HK, I presume you wanted to ask him something because you captured him. I just tied him up and made him into a present for you,
Kind of covered it. Are there more of them? Who sent them?
Can I just to jump in? I did say so to knock, you would have to reduce him to 0 hit points, and then you can choose to make it non-lethal damage. So no, you would have just battered him over the back of the head, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So that's cool.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you didn't knock him down to 0 hit points. I don't know anything. I just got told to come here and with this lot, and that's it. He's in it for the money, like everyone else is.
Is everyone still against me stabbing him?
If we let you go, would you go away peacefully?
Yeah, I can't beat you now, can I? There's not enough.
I'm here. If you want us to let you free, you just got to build up our reputation a little bit more. How
Build up
good
your
we are.
reputation. What do you mean build up your reputation?
Just to say, stop people attacking us. How brilliant and wonderful. We're not worth attacking. We're lovely people.
Spread the tales of how fearsome we are.
Yeah.
Logan
Whatever.
stood there leaning on this massive sword, literally blood. It's just nothing but blood.
P.S. He's got a sword. You've got my option. Take your pick.
And if you see anyone else on the path looking to ambush us, tell them that this is not the droid you are looking for.
What's a droid? Never heard of such a thing.
Sorry, Warforged.
Him over there.
Put my hand
Terminology mixed up.
3PO over there.
just right here, man.
He's big, he's got glowing eyes, he's right in the room. Come on.
That thing. Right, fine, whatever. You let me go.
I think if we do let him go, we take his weapons, his armor, and his shoes.
And his motorcycle.
Nah, only one shoe. Only one shoe.
One shoe and bind his hands.
Bind his hands? What are you into?
Well, then he can't take off the one shoe. It's just annoying, isn't it?
Harriet, just, gentlemen, please, just do something, or I will. I've had enough now. Come on.
Right, I'm swinging at him. It takes too long.
Since he's incapacitated on the floor, you
Be
won't
careful not to cut my damn rope.
You won't be able to one-shot kill him, but if you can roll high enough,
Do I need to do an
Before
actual
you
attack
do this-
roll or just damage?
just
Before you
roll
do
me
this,
d20 and
though.
tell me if what?
Magneth, could you cast light on his saber, please?
Oh, yeah. No
A 16.
problem.
16. You bring the sword up and
Glowing
you drop it down.
lightsaber. Glowing light broadsword. What
And,
colour is it?
I don't know what colour.
I don't think it
to be.
actually says,
Oh,
so
right.
whatever light you want it to be.
Yes! I'm having like a golden one. Why not for gilded? He's going to bring this bright yellow blazing saber down. Even though it's not a saber, but you know.
Yeah, the light can be coloured as you like.
Great. I've got this awesome golden sword, broadsword, and he's going to chop this guy full on in half. If possible.
No, I didn't say in half. I said decapitate.
He's going to separate his head from his body.
He's wearing armor, so I mean that's why I let you have a roll. Get to it
Fine.
easily.
You-
Roll a sword.
Zoom.
Anyway, so Harriet's just like, finally, right, now we can go about concluding our business. Well, we have to do the business here. We can go out and worry about our business, I suppose. Shall we, we've scouted the area a bit and counted these chaps. Just go back to the ship and wait for the king to arrive?
I thought we were good for.
Did we not
Hey,
come
what-
out
what?
looking for your crew member?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. We need to find him, I suppose, don't we? If he's still alive.
Oh,
Oh,
Kevin,
that
that's
guy.
right, you-
Bloody Kevin again.
I'm going to retrieve my rope from the sad mangled remains of our prisoner.
You know why we don't know where we're meeting this king exactly? Because somebody
We know-
removed it from the archive memory.
Only good ones, eh? That's awful.
Listen, I'm grasping at straws here.
I hate sand.
Oh,
Of course. It gets everywhere.
Yeah, that was like an easy combat. It's taken you nearly an hour
When,
session, shall we?
when do you ever, you know... it
Well,
never
that's
goes
how
to
long
plan.
it takes Logan to put his shoes on the right feet.
That's only the
Right.
right foot. I've got to do the left foot later.
Let's have an investigation roll for someone if you want to try and figure out where this guy is.
Yeah, I've got Fox chance. Someone else can do that.
I'll do it. I've got eyes.
Why did you go Scottish?
It's Irish.
I rolled a 14.
That's as bad
I
as my
rolled a
change
natural
accents.
20 with and a 25.
Oh,
Investigation was 11.
Go with you.
Where's these 20s when you're in combat, then?
To be honest, I don't know. I
How
could
much
do
was
with a low one
HK?
on the. Sorry.
So how much was HKs?
11.
11. Okay, so Mugnef, you're also like looking around. Harriet's looking around. I think it's Mugnef. You probably spot drag marks and footprints leading off into the bushes where these guys had set up a little camp, a rudimentary camp, and you find the crew member gagged and bound on the floor.
I remove his ball gag.
No, it wasn't a ball gag, it's rope.
Huh.
I'm sorry.
Over here, guys. I'll start untying her.
What are these noises that we keep hearing? Jesus Christ. Focus! You must focus!
Hey.
Keep on track. Keep on track.
Stay on target. Okay. Yeah, you can untie him, no problem. He seems quite relieved.
Looks like you got lost a bit.
Well, no, I didn't get lost. I was scouting around and, as I was asked to, and these bastards attacked me. It's okay. It's fine. I'm okay now. You're here. Thank you.
No problem.
Logan,
Did you find anything else?
You want to kill this one before he gets too far away, you know?
I'm happy right now. I've had enough killing. I'm satiated.
That's a boring conversation anyway.
Did you find anything else useful other than a load of idiots wanting to take captives?
No. This is all of them. I don't know. This is all the ones I saw. They were just after you guys. But look, it's getting dark. Why don't we go back to the ship and wait out the night? Probably be safer there.
We got a lit up sword over here.
It's still getting dark. And I'd quite like to go back to the ship. I'm just a crewman after all. I'm not a fighter.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. Oh.
Very well.
I don't see any of that, and we can see where the king ends up.
Let us head back to the ship and wait for Kingipos, yeah?
Kingipos? Yeah, I mean, Harriet will lead you back. You don't need to be led back. It's up the road, and then just the boat's there. You can get back on board, and if you want to, I mean, we don't need to RP out an entire... You sleep for the night and all that jazz. I mean, you know that the meeting is happening tomorrow in the afternoon. You spotted the caravan with, I think it was Leaf's magical eyepiece. They were coming, but still way off. So if there's anything that you want to discuss or do, then you can now. Otherwise, I think we'll just skip ahead to Razanog's caravan arrives.
I'm just going to get my books out and do a little bit of reading on that.
Yes.
Thing
Yes. That was something I was meant to have a look back to see how far in you were with that. How many days you done? It was 5 days to the meeting. So you're 5 days, 5 of 7 days of reading so far.
Yeah. I just thought
I think that's about right.
Sounds good. Yeah. Bit of gentle reading after slaughter always settles you down.
Yeah, I had a book as well. I was.
Yeah, that's right. You were both reading. I can't remember specifically, but you were both reading. I think. I think it was Mugnef, Volta was doing the Book of the Occult to learn about summoning that demon. I can't remember what it was that Mugnef was after, but
mine was general ones about something, which I'm trying to remember.
General knowledge about something.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, come to me in a minute.
Something dark side.
Yeah.
Something, yes.
Metachlorians, I think.
Midichlorians. We're on 9 so far. Come on, we've got to get at least into double figures.
9 what?
9 Star Wars puns on May the 4th.
Oh, you've missed loads, mate. I've been putting them in like no one's business.
No. I'm not sure. Right. What were you researching? Sorry, Mugnef.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh God.
For now,
It'll come to me at some point.
General
It's about what
research.
page we're checking.
when you
Oh,
had the
that-
guy. Go
Oh,
on.
it was about that person. That was it.
Oh,
That was in the plaque.
Star
Star Runner.
Star Runner.
Yeah.
That's it. I think.
E.T.
No, you didn't. No, I said there were no books on it. I can't remember what you were researching.
Not directly. I think I was trying to find references, wasn't I?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and have a look at what we said last time.
Yeah.
I did just-
Whatever it is, I'm researching it. We'll check it
You're-
next
Well,
week.
you've got another 2 days yet anyway, so we'd have. I did just realise I missed out on a potential pun when you had that guy prisoner and you were saying, "What's he doing?" I could have said, "I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe." That would have been another one, but
I'm having
I missed
it.
that opportunity.
We're having it
No,
anyway.
you're not having it. No, you're not, because I didn't get it.
It's counting as one of the ones I missed of corpses. I'm taking it. We're in double figures, guys.
Jesus Christ.
It's May the 4th. Some of our viewers are in Australia, so it's it's Revenge of the 5th there. Let's keep going.
Okay. Right, so the next day. So Razanog's... was there anything else besides reading for those guys? Did anyone want to talk to Harriet or anything like that?
I will just be cleaning myself of all the crap I'm covered in. And
I
having
think
a
there's only
rest.
one person Harriet's interested in talking to.
If you're interested in talking, though.
No, she healed him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we also.
And then she expressed the true feelings for him in the South Pass.
There's another one.
That was tedious at best.
No, she probably comes up to you at some point during the rest and says, "Are you okay, Logan?"
I love you.
I know. Much better than I was, thank you.
Good. I was worried when you fell in combat. You don't see that sort of thing happen a lot, and I wanted to just make sure you're okay.
It is much appreciated. I will repay the favor one day. You have my sword. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going with this. But
She just,
you know.
she says, "Well, that's good."
She
to
nearly
know."
had your plums as a necklace, Logan.
Oh God! Stop it!
I'm glad to know that I have your sword. Maybe it'll come in useful one day. Just stop. I mean, come on. It's not bad, is it? It's not just. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Yeah, she could use it as a poker.
Right, let's go on ahead to Rassadon.
Carry on and you'll be bound to fire. Oh God! I don't know what are we doing now. Oh right, we wake up in the morning. We've had a rest. Carry on.
Yeah, we're skipping ahead to the late afternoon now
Yep.
with Rassadon. So
I'm having my. Can I have my hit points back? What's remaining?
yeah. You can call that a long rest. That's
Thank
fine. Call that a long rest.
Oh.
So you're on the boat and everyone's getting probably a bit bored, and eventually
Oh, no.
you're not bored. Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Sorry, stop being awkward. Go on.
The caravan pulls down the road. You've got the war rams. There's probably about 7 or 8 war rams with lightly armoured dwarves on their backs with banners and such. And there's a wagon being pulled by 2 sturdy-looking horses with 2 dwarves driving that. And that pulls up in the road just adjacent to where the boat is moored. A couple of the dwarves jump off their rams and head to the carriage and open the door, and out comes King Razanov. Volta and HK, you would recognise him. Obviously, you saw him in Carnlodia. However, Logan and Mugneff, you weren't present for that, so you won't have. You won't know what he actually looks like potentially.
I think I might have seen him once. I think we had a meeting.
You might have done. You might have done without. Well, we can't refer back to that because before we've recorded it. So, yeah, you might recognise him. You might even recognise him because you do like to do scholarly things, and you might have seen him in a book or just know of him or whatever. But
Probably seen his head on coins and things. You know?
Yeah,
that's true.
I was
You're
gonna
assuming
say
the
those
dwarves use coins.
Yeah, you know.
I'm pretty sure they do. They accepted your coins, didn't they? So.
Maybe they're just trading Imperial credits.
Oh god.
Oh.
Anyway, as he exits, he looks at the boat and he spots you guys. And he sort of looks at you for a moment and sort of rubs his beard. And I think I can't remember how my description of him here. He was, if I remember right, he was typical dwarf. He had a large, gingery greying beard. He had a long plait from the top of his head all the way down his back. He's just wearing very regal-looking clothes, really. Well fitted, quite portly as most dwarves are, I suppose. And then they sort of head off the road and they go set up a camp. You're sort of all like, well, should we go? Harriet's just wait to be summoned. Just wait. He's royalty after all. You can't just go barging in. It wouldn't set the right tone.
I understand.
Eventually, a dwarf comes up to where the boat's moored and he says, "If you're ready now, King will see you." By this point, it is already dark, but you can see a nice roaring fire going. Camp is stationed in position, should I say?
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank
So,
you.
If you want to disembark, you can follow him, and Harriet will go with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting heading that way if nobody else is.
Definitely, I'll go that way.
Yeah, so you all head over, and they've got benches set up around a lovely fire. There's some meat roasting over the top of it, a couple of barrels of ale. When you arrive, they pour off some ale for you each.
Okay.
They don't hand one over to HK. They know what Warforged are, so they're not really going to hand you one. And you can see there are plates with knives. If you want to take up a plate, you can take some meat from the what's being roasted if you're hungry. But the king looks at you all and he sort of stands as you come in and then sits himself down again. Aye, please sit. Please sit. It's good to see you again. HK, wasn't it? And Walter.
Greetings, Lord King. Good to see you.
Please, you just call me Razanog here. Good titles. The other two here, I don't know your names. I don't really remember you from before. I don't think you were going around with these two back then, but it's good to meet you.
Found out from Bow. My name's Mugner, son of Ashil. Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Good to meet you, Mugner.
I am Logan, and I know nothing of you other than you have told us to come here with naught but force. Why are we here?
I nudge him. Be nice.
Harriet looks at
Yeah.
what exactly brought here with force?
I'm just going to send Logan a message with the rings. Try just being nice for a few minutes. Here's a king.
I am Logan, sir. I have no second name, or it is not known. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. He does a very shitty bow.
Well done, Logan. Well done. It's a good start.
I can't imagine that Miss Glory Weaver's brought you here by force, but I'm glad to see you got my message there. So I wasn't expecting the shadow would be taking part in this one. Well, I didn't exactly get your message. I had to intercept it. Well, I don't want to hear too much more about your misdoings. I'm glad you've got not some band of mercenaries. So, let's find my notes. Where's my notes gone? He doesn't say that. That's me saying that. Dropping the keys on the floor.
He's like, scribe, bring me my folder.
Bring me my folder, scribe. So, you're probably wondering what. I think he makes himself comfortable looking at his book. No? Nobody's wondering.
I'm sorry, you cut out, Mike. Say that last bit again, sorry.
Sorry. So I suppose you're probably wondering what you've been doing brought here.
Most certainly.
Crossed our minds.
Very curious, definitely.
Well, first of all, it's an apology from me. When last we spoke, I sent you away from Carnlodia out of fear of that big being, I don't know what you call him, that elf, returning with his army. I know he'd promised to come to the bargain, but that's why I sent you away, and I don't exactly see possible ways. I don't know where you went, but I'm sorry. Luckily, he never did come back. He kept his word. You weren't there, he never returned. But I wasn't too pleased with the death and destruction it wrought upon my city and my folk. But yeah, I realise now it wasn't your fault. We, over the days following, we discovered there was a rat, if you will, within the council. Someone actually summoned this elf thing to the city the first time. Seemed to know that you were of some importance and he brought you in. So, as an apology, I have 2 wee gifts for you. The first one, it was brought to my attention your airship was destroyed in the siege. We're building you a new one. And I suppose you'll be needing lodgings. Somewhere to stay when you're not on your ship, and somewhere you can consolidate on your travels. Somewhere that you can provide me with intel, and we can help one another. So, down in the fjord, just down from Carnlodia, there's a nice meadow in the hills. Trees, flowers, that sort of thing. I'm having you a lodge built, more like a keep, but a lodge, fortified. It's not been completed yet, but well, obviously not. It's only been a few days, but maybe a few weeks. But plans have been drawn up as we speak, and so that's going to be, if you'll accept it, your new home.
Great, thank you, King. That is most generous.
There is obviously something I want in return.
There we go. I mean,
Logan.
How can we serve you? I must apologize for my harshness. I wasn't raised in any kind of normal way. Civilization, basically. I was raised in the pits.
He drinks deep from his mug and he says, I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty. Look, I'm a dwarf. We're not exactly kind about our words all the time. So don't worry. But here's what I want from you. What do you keep laughing at?
Go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
Right, okay. What? Just wind me up now.
I think he's just got the giggles.
I don't know what's wrong with weirdo. Anyway. What do I want from you? So, long ago there was an alliance in these lands between dwarves and men and elves and other races. The alliance broke down long ago. But I want to rekindle that alliance if we're going to stand any chance against this threat. And we need to bring the peoples back together, and that's where I want you to come in. We have to start forging new friendships. Of course, we have friends with the humans, but not the sort of bonds that we used to have. So I want you to go out there and rekindle those friendships. Of course, the elves will be the hardest one. I think the men should be one of them, pretty easy.
We have just done quite a big favour for the naval base down in wherever it was we were. Right head.
Well, if you come with Harriet here, then I'd...
That's where you cut out again, Mike.
But yeah, broken medical.
Right, the critical point.
If you've come here with Harriet, then you're probably down in Waterhole.
Oh yes, that was the place. I have travelled many paths since the destruction of my city. and sometimes the names of places escape me, as we are only there for a few days.
Well, that's no problem. The goals here have to be that we've got to destroy this elf who seems to be commanding these armies of demons and undead. He's got to die.
I agree.
Does anybody know where he is?
We don't know where he is, but we potentially know where someone who could defeat him is.
Okay.
Malnoris,
Did you
the goody
ever
god.
Did you ever identify the rat in your cabinet?
Sorry, you're talking at me all at once here. Yes, we did. He was swiftly executed. It was the Inquisitor.
Oh,
Nobody
I
expects
remember.
the Spanish Inquisition. Sorry.
And
Suppose nobody suspected him.
as for what HQ was saying, yes, I know. Obviously, we know who Malnoris is. He's the High King.
Do you know where we could find him?
Well, only from legends. But that would lead on to another point I have in a minute.
Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah. Well, scouts have been sent out, and we think that
Dip, dip, dip.
this. We think that this this elf has set up a garrison or base of operations, I don't know, in the ruins of Atlantalos. So I think what we need to do is raise an army and lay siege to the already besieged Atlantalos. And if he really is there, perhaps we'll get our chance. But it's going to require, I think, we could send my forces, but they're not going to be enough. I think we're going to need, after what we saw at Can't Load It, we're going to need something much bigger.
Have
And
we
I think
got
the most immediate ally, of course, would be the men, the humans. If we can get them on side.
Is there what people or nations are nearby? I'm not sure of that area.
Pardon me. You got the that human. I can't remember the name of the city now. I'm not finding the map. Can't remember it off the top of my head. He'll name it. I can't tell you what it is right now. City, just up the
That
road
one
here.
just over there, across the lake.
Ah, we saw that from up before we docked in the lake.
It's not across the lake. It's just north of your current position.
And are they trained soldiers or are they mere farm boys?
That city is the Mucklef would know. That is the capital. That is the main city for humans. That is their main settlement. But I can't remember what I called it. I'm going to find the map real quick so I can tell you. Because otherwise it's just a bit silly. Incarnate.
Oh, I didn't realise we were so this close to it.
Well, I mean, I sent you the map on the group chat.
Oh, you did.
You're not that close to it. It is a few miles up the road, but it is there.
No, I mean relatively. I meant to Lancelot. Didn't realise we were quite neighbouring.
Oh, you're miles away from Atlantalos.
Oh.
You're nowhere near about Atlantalos.
Oh, what's the neighbouring one to Lancelot then?
Atlantalos is its own island in the north.
Ah, we need a map.
Is there?
That was it. Castle View is the name of the city. Castle View. Yeah, Atlantalos is miles away. That's, like I said, it's in a separate island way off in the north.
Yeah.
You can see it on the map, so I sent the map to the group chat. Anyway,
Yes, it did.
What was your question again there, HK?
Where could we find Malnoris?
Well,
Beat us some legend.
you may have heard the stories. This lake, the reason it's called the King's Lake, is his castle used to sit on an island way out there in the middle. And that witch thing, whatever he had serving at him, for him, when everything went wrong during the demon war, as a final security measure, to stop anyone from wielding any power they shouldn't do, she actually sunk that castle beneath the lake. She put some sort of magical barrier around it and sunk it. It's down there.
Ooh.
It's not exactly uncommon knowledge.
Is
Most
there
people
a,
know the tales.
is there a
But it's
way
sort of-
down there?
It's shifted from truth to sort of myth and legend, and people over time have forgotten all about it. Well, yeah, there's a way down there. How do you fancy getting wet?
Well,
Doesn't
depends
really
how
bother
nicely
me.
you talk to me.
Luckily, I do have someone here with me who can cast water breathing on you, so you don't have to worry too much about drowning, because it is quite a deep lake, from what I understand. But yeah, you could go down there, investigate the castle. It should be intact. Like I said, there's a magical barrier put around it, so unless
So we
something's
think
happened to the barrier.
Melnoris maybe there originally. There.
Well, that was his castle, so there must be some evidence whatever happened to him, where he ever went.
I don't
I
suppose...
presume.
Go on, sorry.
Usually,
Well, I presume that he must have returned. I mean, the stories go he always went off back to his home out there in the plains. He had some home in the celestial realms, where he was surrounded by.
Astral Sea, perhaps.
I don't know. The stories are something about he went to some celestial plane surrounded by angels and such. That was his armies, weren't they? That was his armies, the angels and the celestials.
Logan will turn to both Walther and Mugneth and be like, I don't suppose with your knowledge of the magics you would be able to find a way through a magical barrier?
Ooh.
Without it breaking or collapsing and drowning us all?
Well, you shouldn't have to worry about drowning, because, like I said, we can give water breathing to you.
No, but it may make exploring the castle a tad more difficult
Well, I
if we
shouldn't
have to
worry too
swim
much.
everywhere.
We don't even know if the magical barrier is intact. No one's been down there.
I'll just send a thought to them with the rings that this may be also the home of the final artifact we are seeking, or at least there may be some clues as to its whereabouts. So let's not forget we are gathering the artifacts of Melnoris to be able to summon him. They are as yet formed short, I believe. His
Yeah.
castle seems like a good place to look.
It'll be
He looks at you, because obviously you're talking in your mind, so you just sort of sat there staring. If you're using some sort of magical means to communicate, try and be open, will you? Do me the favour.
I didn't want to bore you with details, Great King. All I was saying was his castle might be the home of some relics that might help us in the fight.
Well, you've got the hammer, you've got the armour. What do you need?
The third piece, I believe.
Yes, I don't know what it was.
I'm not going to help you.
Just for the purposes of discussion, the king knows what he's on about. The third piece, the extra bit of artifact that we need. You know, I will search my memory banks for it. I will meditate on it instead of studying tonight and recall the exact nature of the artifact we are seeking.
If we can, as well as this castle, if we can raise some form of army militia group from the Castleview town, how would we transport such a large force? Surely we can't fit an entire army upon a single airship.
No, we'll have to just get a load of boats, sail across. We'll send my forces to meet theirs, and then we'll sail
Presumably.
across.
Presumably, if they are on the lakeside, they will have some boats themselves. They might be able to go.
Okay,
If
so
not,
Yeah,
they'll
but
have
they're
to
going
walk
to want
around.
boats. They're going to want boats up on the sea, they're not on the lake.
is there a way that we can reach you or relay messages to you and communicate going forward?
Well, I'm not going anywhere. If you're going to go down that to find out any clues or evidence, I'm going to stay here, wait for you to return. Other than that, like I say, I've given you a base of operations just outside of Carnlodia. It's not going to be ready for a good few weeks yet, maybe a couple of months, but you're welcome to take up lodgings in Carnlodia. I'll make sure it's all paid for. Only the finest of accommodations.
If we can persuade the humans to join us, maybe we can send a message down and gather the navy, and you know, use them. That would be good. They have boats. It's a navy, you know.
He looks to Harriet and he says, "Since you're here, you might as well be of some use. Your family's well connected. You must have people in Castleview." She says, "Well, yes, of course. Well, maybe you can get them to work and start convincing the right people. So when we get that far, we've got some ground already covered." "Yes, my lord, I can certainly have a look at doing that for you." Excellent.
Introductions would be nice.
We've had contact in the past with the Paladins of Pelor. I don't know if they would be open to listening to our plight.
Oh, of course, that was on the original item we started on. Well, we've not heard much from that outpost. There's a fairly new outpost down there. We haven't heard a lot from them, but yeah, we could certainly send word. See if I can rustle up anything. But I do believe they're only limited in number down there. They're just a handful of worshippers.
Well,
Yes.
when last we saw them, they were a bit more furry than usual.
Oh, you're talking about... No, you're not talking...
Talking about the
War.
werewolves.
Yeah, that was the champions of Amarok.
Oh. My notes are wrong.
Your notes are wrong. There were... You're right, there were paladins at the Tower of Serenity on Penn Island.
Listen, Rantalos, I've just got a peed off a couple of people, a couple of places. Do you know of the closest enemies, or other than everybody?
Like the close enemies of Lantalos.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't really hate them, but I mean, elves, they've got a way of shutting themselves off from the world.
That is quite true.
I don't know why. It's a very ancient feud, but I'm sure we could find out some information somewhere along the lines. But unfortunately, anything relating to the ancient histories of this world in the Demon War, the only people that actually kept or able to keep any information like that was before the war was the elves themselves. And Lancelot went largely untouched.
Searching. I didn't find anything to connect.
It's
Pen something new. Go
Alexa,
to
shut up.
settings on your Mac. Choose Echo
Shush,
Dot
shush.
dash
Stop!
ML.
excellent. Keep talking.
HK, will you stop talking?
Speaking of the war.
Where did we get to? Yeah, the elves retained a lot of the ancient histories. Most of the rest of it was destroyed. Libraries and people, of course, died and were destroyed during that war. And people who had the knowledge or who couldn't be passed down any longer, books, like I say, were destroyed. Tomes were destroyed in libraries by demons and other such things. It was a huge loss for the history of the world.
Terrible.
Of course, we do have the teachings and knowledge that was passed to us by Mel Norris, but
Speaking of before the war, I seem to have damaged some critical component within my chassis and wondered if you knew who made me, where I might seek repairs.
well, the Warforged were obviously created by dwarves, by us of Carnlodia, and the goblins too. And it's mostly their technology that went into building you. your kind, but it depends how much you really know about your own past.
Not too much. I saw a vision of an Asimar who told me to seek my creator.
Well, I don't know a great deal. I'm not a historian, but I've studied books. I've plenty of time being king and all. Did an awful lot. Made up a few rules here and there and enforced them. You know, mostly sit my ass eating and drinking most of it. But anyway, that's by the by. No, well, something you should probably know. Not so much with, well, in fact, not at all with any of the later models, but the Mark 1, which is what you are. Malnoris reserved a special kind of afterlife for you, I suppose. You are not some electrical thing, magical thing, I should say, sorry, which is the summon. I don't really know what I'm talking about. It's not part of my. I'm not really. I'm not an engineer, but you aren't a man. You're not a magical being in the sense of you are just whatever it is that makes you tick is you. You are the spirit of a fallen Esimar, effectively. From what I know. Well, I don't know the ins and outs, but basically his greatest champions who fell in battle, they were resurrected, if you will, but into the bodies of these machines, the Mark 1, the Warforged. And you did his most daring of missions. It's a surprise to even see you. As I said, the first time we met, I was shocked. We thought you were all lost in the Hellplane.
Oh, but we have no memory of our past life.
I don't know the ins and outs. You'd have to speak to artificers and historians. They could tell you more, but
Yes,
I don't know.
of course.
I don't know.
Thank you
All
for
I know is it's
info you've been able to give.
you are more than a machine. But as for your creator,
You hear that, Logan?
well, you are a machine created by us and goblins, but yeah, the other part of you, that's Malnoris. That's his doing.
Then he may be the one we need to seek. He may be your ultimate creator.
Yes. Typically someone rather hard to find.
Well, perhaps there's clues as to where he is in that castle.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Harriet pipes up and says, I will set my people on get contacts within Castleview, but I would really like to return to Waterhold and investigate that golem and the ship that Mugnef transcribed from that paperwork.
Ah, the
Presumably it's
star
still a
chasing,
ship. Yeah. As much as
Well, he looks as if, what ship is this?
I believe he was Star Chaser, was it not?
Skyward, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a while back.
Just trying to find the right notes.
There's no notes.
No,
Should be next because Ben figured out what it said.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, a ship. You said about a ship. What are we?
No ship, only the Force.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, there's lots of ships around there. What's so special at this one?
It did the
That's
castle
what we were
running
about
over
to
12
know.
parsecs.
Oh dear.
No one. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my blooming notes.
Well, I think
I had it all written in a blooming
Mugnef
Right.
would have
couple of
it.
my sheets.
yes, but it is in your such a magnet. So try not, do or do not. There is no try.
Try. I've been trying to use that one all night.
I don't have the specifics, but the note was generally back off. It's my ship. I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Your notes will say that it was my ship, back off, property of ET Star Runner. There was no name for the ship.
That's what I was thinking, the Star Runner. So, am I right in thinking general plan is search this castle that may or may not be flooded, go try and rally some troops, and then go see Gollum Boy?
Well, I want you to go and have a look in this castle, buddy, and then we do need to rally some troops. But, I mean, yeah, if we go down to that castle and have a look, then we'll get some answers perhaps on how to get through to Melnoris if he's still out there. And we can work on... I think Harriet's going to sort out contacts for rallying up an army, if we can make a good impression.
Harriet, while you are rallying your contacts, do you have anybody currently stationed in Lantelos?
There would have been, but since they fled, and I don't know. No one, not anymore. No, I mean, it's been over. I believe it's been overrun, hasn't it?
It was a little overrun, yeah. I just wondered whether you had anyone who's reporting back
to the ecosystem
on the front lines, so to speak, you know.
I don't think there's anybody there anymore. I think if there is anyone there, it'd probably be this elf and his army of undead.
There are still 3 people there, so, well, not 3, obviously, because, you know, but I left people behind, or people were taken from me there, so.
If anyone was left, they either fled or they died. But, I mean, you might get your answers when you go there. I mean, it sounds like the plan for here is that Raznov would like you to raise an army so we can go and at least try and take back Atlantelos or destroy this elf. I can tell you from my contacts where the elves eventually went.
That could be very useful.
Far down south on this continent of Groenland, there's a large swampy area. It's quite heavily forested. I think they went there. It's more like home to them. Forests, hard to access, cut off.
Yeah, I think after Lantelos they wanted somewhere a little quieter.
I think they went south, far south.
Very well, you have done me a great service. I am grateful.
Raslok says, there will then be, I think once we can retake Atlantelos, there is only one job to be done. We have to hopefully get Melnoris back here, and we take the fight to Narfiliac. We destroy it once and for all.
I think you're right. I say we've tarried here too long. Let's go explore this castle.
Look, I think it's night. You're not going to get much light down there as it is. Wait till the morning when it's daylight. And
you underestimate my lightsaber.
You can go now if you really want to, but I would wait.
No, I think maybe waiting till the morning might be best. Don't you really, Logan, you know?
Fine.
Who knows what the morning will bring, you know?
Knowing my luck, the runs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well,
no, because a day had passed anyway, so you're fine. That was just a thing for that particular day, just to annoy you, really.
Oh, thanks.
But you haven't heard any more, actually, Demon, for now, so probably okay for now. But I mean, yeah, you could all sort of eat and drink and take a rest of the night, sleep up. And in the morning, Raznov will have his I can't remember what sort of spell it is. I think it's a wizard. I can't remember off the top of my head what water breathing is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look it up. A wizard comes forward and casts water breathing. In fact, I'm going to have to look it up, so I don't know how long it lasts. But luckily, I have my book here.
10 minutes.
Yeah. 24 hours. 24 hours. So yeah, this wizard comes along and he casts it on all of you.
Oh,
And Rasnog says, "Look, lads, I don't know what will be down there, but good luck."
Thank you.
You King, no, it must be off skis because we have only limited time. So farewell,
Yes.
we'll meet again.
Please do. Please do. I'll be up here. I'll be waiting.
Do we know where to start in this lake?
This is the day.
It will.
best one. Yes.
The island used to be in the centre of the lake, so I'd say go to the centre of the lake.
Has anybody got a tape measure?
Harriet says, "Just come with me and jump on my boat. I'll take you up to the centre." So she does.
Joking aside.
She'll take you out to the centre. Take
Cool.
you where they can sort of figure out where the centre is and takes you out there.
Yeah.
She says, "Right, well, good luck and over the side, I suppose."
See you later,
I
and
won't-
hopefully.
I won't be here when you get back. I'm going to return now to Port Hull and
So
try and have a look at this this column. But
Can
I
you look-
will be in touch.
Any information you can find on the CT Star Runner, or what the CT Star Runner is, would be appreciated.
Well, I'm going to go and investigate. So hopefully I'll find something. But it's going to take me another 4 or 5 days to get back there. So you'll
alright.
hear from me in probably about a week or so.
So
Appreciate.
are we all ready to go?
I was born ready.
We're going underwater now, okie day.
Make it so.
So, one by one, Logan jumps off with a splosh. Mugnef with a splosh, and Volta with a splosh. HK jumps off with a.
You don't even have to swim, you just
Yeah, he whizzes past you, sinking to the bottom.
oh god.
And it goes down and down and down, and the light is fading. Although it's daytime, obviously, the deeper you go in water, the less light you have. So,
Mug,
I don't
does
know.
your light
Any-
spell cantrip thing, does it require vocab or is it just like semantics? What is it?
I think
It's a
it's
capture
just
it.
touch.
Can you
Yeah.
give me my lightsaber back, please?
Certainly.
Yes!
I don't know how it works with this breathing water spell. Are we able to sort of vocalize down underneath?
Well,
that?
we can use our mind rings to talk, but I don't know
you
about
can use your
spells.
mind ring to talk. Water breathing, however.
So if it has a verbal component, we may be in trouble for casting.
And for this one, it's touch. And touch one object that is no longer.
No, because water breathing was already cast upon you, so you don't
I
have
was
to
on
worry
a bad light.
It says that you could breathe underwater, and I'm going to say that because you can breathe under. Do you know what? Actually, I would say you probably can't talk underwater because talking requires air to pass over your vocal cords. So no, I don't think you could talk underwater. You could make a close approximation of what you want to say, but
What about if we use like
you've got your communication rings. Yeah, but you've got your communication rings anyway, so you don't need to worry about it.
It was purely for the verbal components of spells.
Okay,
Use sign
well-
language.
You can use sign language. It is sign language week.
That
Let's
works.
see, we're working it all in there.
This is red later.
branch, it doesn't work for verbal components of spells, mate.
Let's take a look at this spotty bag.
Oh god, he's on about Mr. Tumble again. Right, okay, let's just carry on, shall we?
What do you mean again? As if it's like a common thing I do. Just bring up Mr.
Probably.
Tumble.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, you're sinking down, going down, and you start to see in the gloom, probably illuminated by the sword, and any of you of dark vision will be able to see it. You can start to see the castle itself on the floor of this lake, but the only one that's actually seen this before is HK.
Oh.
And you saw it if you cast your mind back to when you went to the Fae. When you were in Lantalos and you triggered that that portal thing of Borolof's, you went to the Fae world.
I wasn't here for that episode.
Yes, you were. That's where
As
you got
in,
your hammer. That's where
Dan
you got the
wasn't.
hammer. No, you were. That's where you got the hammer.
Yeah, but I wasn't there. I was absent for that session.
How did you get the hammer then?
I think you just gave it me, and then the next
He
session
was
you
absent
hammer
for the
one.
session, but his character got it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I know that's where you got the hammer from. It was in that castle. But anyway, this
Yeah.
is that castle. HK recognises the castle.
Oh yes.
What you do notice as you sort of sink and you all eventually come to rest on the bed of the lake, it's quite dark down here. It's not completely like pitch black, but it's quite dark. It's the same castle, but it's a lot bigger. You're sort of looking at it through water as well, so it's quite distorted. If you walk forwards though towards it, you sort of realise there's almost like a barrier that they were talking about. And if you push your hand out in front of you, you realise that you could put it through the barrier, and what's on the other side appears to be dry. So you can all step through the barrier to the actual castle, and you are in this enclosed space. It's like you look up, there's a huge dome surrounding this castle and over the top of you, keeping the water out. But it seems to be like it's almost like it's glitching in places. There's no water getting in, but it's sort of like you can see there's distortions in the magic that is surrounding this castle. But what you notice about the castle is that it is a lot bigger than the one that you encountered in Fae. For example, the doors were normal people-sized doors on that one. These, even the gate itself, it looks like it was made for giants. It wasn't made for normal-sized people. And for Mugnef and Volta, I'll give you this because you are both magic. It seems to be highly charged in here. Like the magic is just everywhere and swirling around, and whatever this magic shell is keeping the water out. Something's not quite right in here. It's you get a funny feeling about the magic, and you do notice crackles, like almost like balls of lightning, just sort of whizzing past or through the air in places.
I've got a funny feeling about it.
How would you guys like to proceed?
The forts are dark.
Well, I will say it's very cold. It's dark. I say it's not completely dark, but it's dark and it's very cold. And of course, you are all wet, so that's not going to help.
No. I guess we better get moving then.
That's the only reason why we can't try to go into the front door.
Yeah, so it's as you look into this castle, it's a big square-looking face of a building with towers. But yeah, there's a gate that's open, a door that's open, like a portcullis with what would have been a drawbridge over something. There's no thing to be over, so the drawbridge is just open. And you can head on inside if you'd like to. And doing so, you go on in. It's as you enter, the building itself is quite dark inside, but the light seems to fill the space, as if magical lights were lighting up the area. And you go through. In fact, it is quite pretty. It's like a nice sort of ice blue, I suppose. I'm going to find my map. It's the same map that I used. In fact, I think was it Leaf that went to this place as well?
I don't know of Leaf, I'm sorry. Yes, he
Very
did.
good.
He did.
Yes, I thought so. So going in, you didn't actually start in part though. You started in an adjacent tower. You go in and you're in a corridor, and there's a wooden door at the far end. The corridor is 15 feet long.
Have we now out of the fort run into diners, so we're able to talk normally, or?
Yeah, you can talk normally now. Yeah.
We've had our little swim, and we're sort of dripping dry on the flagstones. Yeah.
I presume
Yeah,
this is
pretty
like.
much.
Does it look like well travelled, or is there any like mess settled or anything? Or
Oh, you could. No one's been here in centuries.
I wouldn't hesitate to walk down there then.
There's no obvious signs anything's been down here.
Yeah, I'd have no hesitation. I'd walk down the corridor to
Cool.
the other end of the door, and if I don't hear anything, I guess I'd try the door probably.
Well, you could perceive if you like.
I can perceive.
You can perceive.
I perceive.
Do you perceive you can fly?
I perceive a 19.
So you can sort of place your ear to the door. Have a little listen. There's nothing. No noise. No sound at all. It's quite peaceful.
What do you say, guys? Are we going in?
Well, we've wasted an awful long time swimming to the bottom of the lake if we're not.
He just
Yes.
he tries the door.
Yeah, you can push the door open and the room slowly illuminates with the same unknown source of light. And stood in the centre, this room itself is 15 feet that way and 15 feet either side of you. There's a doorway to your left, a doorway to the right, and a doorway straight ahead. In the middle is a stone golem.
Oh, I want to touch it.
Curious. Very curious.
You can touch it if you like. It doesn't do anything. It's just stood there.
Is it
Is there a,
is it alive?
No, it's just doing that. It just seems to be whatever would cause it to spark into life or whatever. It's not been triggered or it's no way of being alive.
Is there any difference between the doors that we can see? Are they all the same?
No, they're all the same wooden doors basically between rooms.
yeah. Is this golem looking near as damn identical to the other one?
No, this is different. This is well, why don't you give me a history,
I'll
perhaps?
do this.
You want it?
No, I have awful history.
I'll quote history, so. Keeping up to my thinker of doing rubbish in combat and doing good at everything else, I wrote another natural 20 for this.
Yeah. This golem is of dwarven construction. Much larger, though. It looks like a man rather than doesn't have the appearance of a dwarf or anything like that. It's a lot bigger, not quite giant sized. But what I should mention is what you can notice about this room is, again, like everything else, the ceilings are really high. The doors are big. Like I said, a frost giant wouldn't exactly have a hard time walking through it.
Is this golem in any kind of pose, or is it just kind of stood there?
It's just stood there.
And is there any writing or anything around it like the other one?
No, nothing at all. He's just stood there.
I'm opposed daftly with my arm around it.
You might struggle because it is a lot bigger than one. A lot taller.
How tall are we talking?
Like I said, it's not quite giant size, but it's a lot taller than me.
If you ask me, I'm sure I can get you to fly.
What are we saying about these doors, fellas? Oh, you magic boys! Can you tell anything about this place?
I can detect magic, but I have a feeling that's just going to be all around us.
I'm sensing it is at the bottom of a lake.
Better dead here than the planet core. I guess I'll try another door then.
Yeah, you got one to the left, one ahead, and one to the right. As you came into the room.
I'm gonna roll a d3.
It's got left.
1, so yes, left.
Cool. You enter into this room, and there are a couple of weapon racks.
Do you remember what
Just
happened last
plain-
time we found weapons, guys?
No, none of us were here.
Nor you.
I don't think we've come across weapons.
Well, there's unremarkable, just swords and bows, that sort of thing in here. Nothing exciting. And there is a door as you go in to your right. And that's the only door in here.
I mean, I guess we're here. We might as well try the next door.
And you enter into this room. And it's pretty boring again. There's a door over to your right. The room itself is 15 feet ahead of you. And it's 20 feet from one wall to the other, left to right. And it looks like a dining room. There's a large table that can seat probably a dozen or so people. That's just made up as if it was there for dinner. But again, you can tell that it's been here untouched for a long time.
Nothing else of note to.
Nothing.
Do
Pretty
we
plain.
keep going this
Alright.
way, or do we go try another door in the main chamber?
I think we carry on to
I guess.
exhaust the possibilities.
I guess we go through the next door.
And this brings you into a storeroom. There are barrels, crates. The door to your right would, as you probably work out, you've gone around sort of like a bit of a square, would probably lead you back to the room with this golem. And there's a door dead ahead of you.
I mean, why not?
Oh, yeah.
Open sesame.
Which one? The one right ahead?
Yeah.
Cool. In this room, there is a trunk, a door over to the right. So you've gone in and it's over there. And this time there is like a not like a bath, but there's water in a sort of font. And this time, a water elemental erupts out of it. However, the spouting of the water elemental also causes something else to happen at the same time, which I'm really excited about.
Oh no.
Perhaps it does.
Is that the right book? That is the right book. I need to figure out what page it was on in this book.
84.
66.
Execute
One.
Order 66. Hey!
Would anybody like to roll me a D, please?
A D what?
Tell me
sorry?
Would anyone like us to roll a D mute? I can,
D100.
I can do a D100.
If I can
I
find
used
it.
to have a D100. Someone lost it.
We got 38.
38.
Maybe 47.
100.
Okay, cool. 2. So, as this watermelon elemental sort of springs up out of this font in front of you, instantly behind you guys, you come through the door. 2 flumps spring into existence and instantly flee.
2 what?
Flumps.
As in a marshmallow
what a
tree?
flump
What the fuck's a flump?
Go in the monster manual and have a look.
I'm a Google this.
Wouldn't
You
my
guys
character
carry
know
on.
what that is?
Right, anyway, that's that bit of fun there. So we need to roll initiative because we have a war. We shouldn't be dungeon. But I think it'll probably be the last combat because it is 10:56.
All those things. God, I forgot they were even a thing.
Well, there you go. You remembered it now.
Cute.
Right, initiative.
Hang on, just give me 2. Don't tell me what it is just yet. 'Cause that's up for the Volta Elemental.
So the Volta elementary.
A Volta Elemental.
I got a 14.
Hang on a minute, I said. Hang on.
Logan, use your ears, man. You know.
Right.
It's one thing I do not know how to do.
You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, you know. It's fine.
Said a Russian fashion cousin.
Okay, Logan was what, 14 you said?
Yes.
Okay, Mugdeath,
A bit lower this time. I'm on 11.
11. HK
10.
and Volta.
7. 7!
Cool. Well, we'll do this combat and then we'll Logan's. Okay, it might take longer than I thought actually.
An hour later, we're still come
It
back.
could still be an hour later. Okay, that's fine. Who's going first? It is the water elemental going first. Funnily enough, multi-attack. Play attack weapon plus 7 to hit. He's going to have a go straight at Logan. Why not? Do it top of my list. 16 plus 7. There's 2d8 bludgeoning. 4, 8, 12 plus 17 points of damage on the first hit. And then we have 14 plus 7 to hit you again. So that's going to hit us over 20, or like 22. And then that will be 7. 5 is 12. 16 points of damage on the second hit.
Ouch, Kibble.
Hey?
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. Let's see, I'm just going to make sure what he is immune to.
Dan has died. Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool. Next up is... well, it's going to be Logan to start with.
I don't know how much use I'm going to be against a water thing, but he wouldn't know any better, so I'll win that one.
Is your... you need a magical weapon, I'll tell you that much. Otherwise it'll be half damage.
Does a 10 hit?
It does not, I'm afraid.
Then I end my turn.
Okay. No. Mugnef.
Oh! I'll just 2 in a row. Well, not 2 in a row. 2 and 3 turns. Natural 20.
Sweet! So whatever you're going to do, max damage, and then roll.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for. Oh, I was gonna go. Was doing this anyway. Yeah. My firebolt. I just gotta find it right.
While he's doing his magic, can someone roll me a...
You cut out at the most inopportune times.
Oh, for God's sake. I said while he's doing his magic, can someone roll me a D1?
I can indeed. I still have the D100 open.
I'm waiting for Volt or Mugnef to work out.
Yeah. I realised I wrote all the dice in there.
Okay, so this one is 81.
Sweet. Mugnef, you can take 1 additional action immediately.
Oh. That's fine. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm being a very bad player here.
I don't know, it's only had like 3 hours, 4 hours to get ready for combat.
That's alright, thank you.
Girding his loins.
So,
Girding
12 damage for that one.
First hit is 12 damage. Sweet.
And you said I could take another action.
Yep.
So, in that case, I'm going to do another firebolt it. That's a 12. Oh, 13, sorry.
13. What to hit, is it?
To hit, yeah.
Yeah, okay. In that case, unfortunately, it does not. I just want to have a quick look at something, because I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if you need to be doing this every time in this turn. Especially as that was a free action given to you by the effect of this. Yes, it is whenever. So I need another D100, please.
You
Oh,
Every time a spell is cast, I need to do 100.
The D100 is a 20, flat 20.
Oh god, you cast grease centered on yourself as well. Mugneff.
Sorry, grease on myself.
Yeah, you cast grease on the grease
Grease light.
centered on yourself. And I will tell you what grease does right now. I'll find it here. Am I in the right book?
This could be quite handy. Okay.
Keep talking.
Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into difficult terrain for the duration.
Have you just read that, have you?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you're probably all going to suffer from...
I
It's only a-
was
There's a...
11 feet away.
We're going to suffer from what?
Difficult terrain.
There's only three
Oh.
seconds. Everyone needs to make a dex saving throw, please.
Everyone.
Everyone.
That's me.
Everyone!
I'm one of everyone.
It doesn't actually tell me what the DC is for that, so I'll say the
Well,
DC.
it's pink dice.
I'll say the DC's 10. It doesn't give me a DC for that, so
21!
you're fine.
Dex save. Modified 20.
You're fine. Of course you
On
do.
modified 8.
So Mugneff and Logan fall on the floor.
Ow.
HK, you are up next. I think what we'll do is, should we do this round, and then we'll start a fresh round next session at the Elemental?
Real cool.
I think so.
Why not?
Because I think we could be here a long time, but it's going to be... It's getting late. That will work tomorrow. So HK, please.
I will try hit it. If I can. It's water.
Your weapon is magical, so you'll be fine.
Oh, okay. That's a 21 as well.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, I put my dice bag over here. Hey, max damage. Plus strength. 14.
14. Yep, you slam into the elemental. It shifts its form as you hit it. It definitely takes the damage. 14. That puts me down to... Yeah. Cool. Let's switch you out a little bit. Volta, it is your go.
Yeah, well, you know, I've seen these magical effects happening, but I'm going to say balls to it anyway. And hit
Well, I was
him
going to say, if you wanted to, you could make an Arcana check to see if you can sort of figure out what's going on.
No, it might be first hit. Yes, I do an Arcana check. Why not? Let's see if we can figure
Might
out
as well.
this magic comes popping into existence. So I will roll a 19 on the Arcana.
Cool. And with that, you can kind of surmise that shit, all this strange, crackly magic going on around the place, the strange feeling. Look into my bag. This is
I rolled it.
it's a bag of holding. This place is subject to surges of wild magic.
I like one.
Buddy. That magic around. Be careful.
Do you need another roll?
If he's going to use magic, you do.
Oh, do I get? It's Arcana check. Action.
Hang on, I didn't hear a word of that.
So it's Arcana check, not an action.
I was going to give it to you as a free action.
Oh, thank you. Then in that case, I'll hit him in the face with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, when you do 100.
66! An actual 66.
All the 66.
Route 66.
Execute order 60.
Oh dear.
I hope you haven't got anything special for Star Wars being there.
Okay, that's cool. So, how much damage did Eldritch Blast do to start with?
Well, I rolled a 28 to hit him.
Oh, that definitely hits it.
And Eldritch Blast for that beam, that's only one beam, does 15 points of damage.
15, yeah?
Yeah, and I've got another beam with the same cast, it's just a separate hole.
Okay.
I'm going to try and sneak that by as one cast and not have to roll another D100. It's not two separate casts. It's two beams as part of the same sort of.
Yeah, that's
spell.
fine. That's fine.
And that one is a natural 20, so 29 to hit.
Yeah. So max damage and rolled damage.
So max damage would be 15, and
Yep.
right. Sorry, because the D&D Beyond puts it at a different sort of damage calculation. I've got to roll, cancel it, and then roll the damage again because it does 2d10. It boosts the number of d10 for that one rather than max damaging. It's just different rules.
That's
So the damage for that one is 9. So 9 and
fine.
15 would be 24, plus the 15 from the other one is 39.
39.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet. That was significant. There's water splashed all over this form, kind of broke for a little bit there, and it's sort of risen back up again. But then after that, the effect of your wild magic surge is I'll roll it for you. 4d10 lightning damage on this thing.
Probably pretty good against water.
Yeah, I think so. I'm also not. Well, I haven't had a chance to actually do it. One. That's cocked. So one that is 10. That's 11. 18. 18 plus 8. 18 plus 8. I'm going to do it faster than me. 26. Thank you very much. 26. That is going to be. Cool. The form really shifts and breaks this time. It seems to be smaller. A lot of the water seems to have been lost over the. I'm going to say let's go another round because it will definitely be gone in the next round anyway. It is the water elementals go at the top of the round. I'm just trying to find something I can do here that goes in it.
Boom.
Yeah, go on. Talk more sense. He is going to use an action called Whelm.
Whelm.
No, he's not, because that's the you would have to move to do that. No, he's just going to do his multi-attack slam at Logan's on the floor, Mugnaff's on the floor. He's going to have a go at. I'll have a go at Volta because you hit him. Nat 20. He'll go up in Volta. Might be in trouble here. Nat 20 plus 7 to hit on the first one. 27 and max damage of 2d8 plus 4, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 points of damage. The first one round. And then his second attack. Oh, I'm starting to drift into your voice. 22 to hit you.
Yeah.
That's-
Sorry, let me just get the damage for that one. So that was, what was the first damage?
It was 20.
20, so 8, that's 12 of that. Sorry, it's... Right, okay.
And then second damage will be... 8, yeah. 8, 9, 15, plus 4 is 19 points of damage
Ouch.
on Volta, I'm afraid. So it sort
Right.
of shifts forward and you just get hit in the face twice by this shifting water mass, basically.
I'd rather often if I use scruffy looking nerf herder.
Logan, you're up.
First off, I stand. I get up. And then I try and chop him because I can't do much else, to be honest.
You're not got a magical weapon, have you? So you're
No.
unfortunate.
21 to hit.
Hits,
And then what is it? Half damage.
half damage, unfortunately, yeah.
So 6 damage.
6,
And then
Cool.
another 21 to hit.
yep.
Does 6 damage again.
12 in total.
Yep. that's all he can do at the moment against this thing
what
in
she
my
wrote.
body.
Water's splashing everywhere. It seems that his form is definitely getting smaller. Mugnef, you're prone on the ground as well.
Yeah. I'll definitely get up. Walter, how are you feeling?
Alles gut, ja. Alles gut.
You need it?
I'm okay. I'm right down one side, you know. It's fine.
In that case, does he look okay? Or you
No,
think-
you ask him.
that's about to say, do you look okay?
Yeah, a little bit wet and, you know, a little bit disheveled, but otherwise it's okay, you know, it's fine.
In that case, I'm going to have another go at my favourite cantrip and firebolt him. Let's actually pick up the D20 and actually roll it rather than just talk about it. Hey, I'm having a bit more luck this time. 18.
Definitely hits, but we need a D100 roll as well.
Whoa.
If you want to roll out your damage there.
D100 is 71.
Oh, nice. What's your damage there, Mugnef?
Oh, sorry, my damage. 9.
9.
9.
As this fireball splashes into him, whoosh, you know, you hear all the fizzling and the smoke and the steam coming off of it. It reduces in shape and splashes back down into the font and is defeated.
Ooh.
Well done.
Oh,
Well done.
yay!
Does the D100 come into effect, or is it void?
Yeah. For the next minute, Mugnef, you are resistant to all damage for the next minute. Or sorry, you gain resistance to all damage for the next minute. So there we are. You are. I'm going to have to make a note of room number 3. Cool. So well done. You've defeated the water element. I thought it might take a little bit longer because actually it was all right. I keep forgetting that these things aren't particularly too taxing for you. So there we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It is quite taxing. I am somewhat debilitated, you know.
I think, yeah. I mean, yeah. It does do damage. Ability, which I didn't really use because I just wanted to kind of get the combat done. But I think we went all right. Well done.
We did good.
We did good.
Had some friends pop in last second, but it's time to go, so we're going to do a lovely raid, and we'll go see someone who's a good player. But thank you for Captain Gingerbeard up top for writing, running, and doing all the shit that he puts up with, especially tonight with May the 4th.
Oh no, that was my idea. We were part of that.
Steve Cobbs up above me. Go check out his channel, Steve Cobbs 100. Plays a lot of warships and stuff. Thank you as always. Ben Kernobi over there. He's hiding. There he is. Thank you very much. And Captain Danface up there, who also, before I forget, Captain Danface and Steve Cobbs will be joining us on Thursday for zombie attempted survival. But yes. And we'll be back 2 weeks today, 8:30, for episode 6 of season 2.
Continuing to explore this camp.
Survive we will not.
That's good.
That was terrible.
So, go, say a quick hello, drop some emotes, and have fun. Love you all. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Live long and prosper.
God.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Fly, you fools!